What up, fellow frenzies? We are back with another video. Yo, yo. Today's video is me talking about who will dethrone current champions. We're talking all the way from the men's world titles to the women's world titles, the mid-card division for the men and the women, and the tag division for the men and women as well. We have a total of, actually, I don't know the total. I'm not gonna count either. There's too many champions. A lot of people are big fan of WWE or AEW. No, sole reason is people make fun of AEW is because they don't have a developmental. Well, I'll take that back. Do they use Ring of Honor as that? No, I don't think so. I think Ring of Honor is like WWE with TNA. Like it's not a developmental, but it's also like a partnership. Uh, let's get started. Yes, indeed. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Okay. Enough messing around. I have Damian Priest versus R Truth. No, not versus. Oh. I have Damian Priest and R-Truth as the tag team champions, and the person I had to think about real hard of who's going to dethrone them. There's not really that much people in the division anymore, considering you released Motor Machine Gun. Uh, there was Andrade who got released, who was partner with Ray Phoenix. Then we had the Wyatt Six, and you can't throw MFTs back in there. Yes, spoiler alert, MFT is not the team that I have written down. The team I actually, and then you took away DIY. Uh, I have Fraxium because realistically, there's no one else I see fit of dethroning them. Uh, Basically that's it. Like Fraxium, I give the titles to Fraxium for the sole reason that in NXT when they were the champions, their division was dead as well. That was a dead division completely. Yet somehow they elevated it. They were putting on match of the year contenders over and over and over and over at every pay per view. Um, They had like no bad matches as tag team champions. I don't think they have had a bad match yet here on the main roster either. So I say give them the titles. They deserve it. They know how to work with the dead tag team division. So give it to them to work it with. Uh, yeah, I have Fraxum dethroning Damien Priest and R-Truth. And then for the women's tag team, I have Paige and Brie Bella losing to Bailey and Lyra. Now, as for the men's SmackDown Tag Team division, it is more stacked in that division. So I was thinking who could dethrone them, but then I was like, you have to have it be Bailey and Lyra. The story is that they've been like trying since last year's WrestleMania. I thought they'd win at WrestleMania because the story was that Bailey got kicked out, Lyra won with the wrong person, and it would have been a full circle moment for the fans of Bailey. If Bailey, I'm gonna tell you right now, Bailey, if you don't win the tag team titles, pack it up, go over to AEW. I'm telling you, Bailey, because they will treat you better. You would have way better matches. You're an elite talent that is being pushed as a jobber, as being pushed as uh, a mid carder. Okay, I can say that, but Becky is also a mid carder. But you know, I digress. But I do have Bailey and Lyra dethroning Brie Bella and Paige. My prediction is Paige will turn on Brie Bella, and I think those two would have a great feud. Just uh, Paige being heel, and the reason I think they should turn Paige heel is so she can challenge Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam. Okay, but I don't have Rhea Ripley losing to Paige. Honestly, I don't. I have Paige or Rhea losing to someone else. Or honestly, don't even do Paige versus Rhea at SummerSlam. Do it like at Evolution, I guess, something like that. I don't think Evolution is confirmed though. Actually, I hope it is. Evolution was their best show last year, and it was an all women's card. So I'm just saying, like you had what was it, AEW All In, and then you had you had Evolution, and Evolution beat that, and then WWE's Saturday Night's Main Event with Goldberg's retirement. Yet the women had the better show. I'm just saying, like you gotta look at the stats, okay? But yeah, that is the person I have dethroning Brie Bella and Paige. It's Bailey and Lyra. Next up, we have the Vision with the tag titles for the men. They are the Raw men's tag team champions. I'm gonna be basic here. I have the Street Profits dethroning them. since the Street Profits returned and started attacking him and taking him out, saving Seth. Uh, I think they're a great team to revive the division, like Fraxium. They're a phenomenal tag team. People don't give them enough credit. Like my favorite tag team match of all time is gonna shock people. You know what? On Wednesday's Wacky Wednesday video is gonna be me talking about. You know what? No, I'm gonna do the video. Next video is me doing my favorite matches of all time, my personal favorite. Okay, because my favorite tag team match of all time for me, it's gonna shock a lot of people. But it's the Usos and the Street Profits at Money in the Bank. I love that match to death. Okay, I don't care what anyone says. That match was phenomenal. Okay, some might call it AJ Styles. I'm just gonna let that joke hang around there. But yes, I have Street Profits dethroning the Vision, taking them out. There's no one else really to do it. The Usos, I guess, continue the Bloodline story. Have all three have titles again, but don't give them those titles. Don't give them the pepperoni pizzas titles, cause they would look better with the SmackDown titles. That would be the one they look the best with. Like, oh my god. Uh, there's nothing much left to say. Other than you know what? Other than the fact that I think Speed could help. Speed with the Street Profits would be fun. Yeah, Speed with the Street Profits would be fun. That'd be funny. It'd be fun. But I don't know when. But at some point, I do think the Street Profits will dethrone the Vision. Next up is the women's U.S. title with Tiffany Stratton. Now I know she just won the title, Tiffany, but I was thinking about who she beat to get the number one contender match, and their match was actually really great. Uh, I have Jordan Grace dethroning Tiffany Stratton. Now it doesn't have to be real quick of a thing, but you know what would be cool is like what they did with Bailey, Lyra, and Becky last year with Tiffany Stratton, Julia, and Jordan Grace. That'd be pretty great of feud, like just the two of them, like all three of them transitioning pay per views and transitioning through matches together with all three. Uh, yeah, I just basically have Jordan dethroning Tiffany Stratton. And those two had a phenomenal match on SmackDown. It was great. I just have Tiffany losing to Julia. I don't know what the story could be other than she just loses. Yeah. Next up, we have Trickety Trick Trick 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 with his lemon pepper steppers. Trickety with the long coat, with the coat of the century, entrance of the century. He gonna whoop that trick. He's gonna get his trick whooped by none other than the person I have dethroning him, which is Carmelo Hayes. Hashtag we want Melo, cause you know what? Melo was supposed to be the champion. Why did you let him lose the title, WWE? I'm so salty about that. Melo, bring back the U.S. Open Challenge. That was the best thing going for SmackDown. Nah, they want to get rid of it. SmackDown is already ass. You got to bring back the best thing about SmackDown. You can't ruin it. Like you were given multiple talent opportunities and everything. Like it was infuriating. Also, like I love Ilya versus Carmelo. That should have been the WrestleMania U.S. title field. I don't care. Or Melo should have had the like I don't know, like Iron Survivor. Ooh, you imagine Mello, Trick, Ilya, Ray Phoenix, just to throw him in there. Cause I love Ray Phoenix to death. He's my favorite luchador right now, even more than Penta and Ray, even Dragon Lee. Even more than El Grande Americano, the legend. If they were do it, who would be the fifth? Am I blanking on someone? F it. Throw in Matt Cardona. Yeah. Leave Sami Zayn out of there. Sami Zayn, go back to catering. No one likes you. The gingerbread man. Boo. But yes, I do have Mello dethroning Trick at SummerSlam, okay? I think that they'll have a feud of the summer. WWE didn't want to do it at WrestleMania. I don't know if they'll do it at SummerSlam. I hope so. But yeah, I have Mello dethroning them. Their feud tells the story for themselves. Trick used to be Mello's lackey, basically. Uh, Yeah, that's basically it, ladies and gentlemen. Is that Mello, Carmelo Hayes will dethrone Trick Williams because he's him. Yep. The women's IC title holder, Becky Lynch, will lose her title to Sol Ruka. I know we just had Sol Ruka debut and challenge Liv, basically not challenge, but fight Liv in a exhibition match. But I don't think WWE's gonna go that route yet. I have Liv being thrown dethroned by someone else, uh, because it's storyline based. And yeah, Becky Lynch could also needs to get out of the IC title division because she's beyond that now. She's elevated it. Uh, Asol Ruka could take the title and run with it. She could take the ball and elevate it to new expectations, and she would be amazing with it. She could do a woman's open challenge with it. I really do believe that. It would be a phenomenal thing. Or Tiffany Stratton could do an open challenge. Someone should take over. I don't know what mid card division or what women would or men, but do an open challenge. You know what? Give the open challenge to the next person I'm gonna talk about. But basically, Sol Ruka is the future WWE. We already seen that with her challenging the women's world title fresh out of WrestleMania, and Becky Lynch is like a bona fide first ballot Hall of Famer. I was thinking about who would be the woman to become a first ballot Hall of Famer first. If it wasn't Trish Stratus, no, maybe a Charlotte. I don't know. There's a lot of women that could do it themselves, but I really do believe Becky Lynch could be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Yeah, Becky Lynch is earned it. She's a woman in main event WrestleMania, win it. A lot of people forget about Bianca's because I don't know because it wasn't really a main event, even though technically it was a night one main event. But yeah, nothing else really to say other than Sol Ruka could take it, do open challenges. That would be amazing, and basically just take over the division from Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch can go over to the main event. Men's IC title, Intercontinental Champion, Mr. Intercontinental himself, Penta. Uh, I always wondered, do people like it when they call him Penta, or did you like Pentagon, or did you like Pentagon Junior, or Dark Penta? Because he has had a lot of different name changes, but kept the same name. It's weird. My favorite was him and Lucha Underground, Pentagon Dark. Ooh, yes, Pentagon Junior. Ooh, y'all don't know anything about Pentagon Junior. Okay, but um. I haven't been dethroned by Dragon Lee. I was talking about open challenges with Soruka, but Penta should start doing open challenges. The matches he could have, him versus like JD McDonough, Penta versus Dragon Lee again, Penta versus a Rusev as an open challenge, Penta open challenges all over, and then it climaxes in like I don't know, just him losing to Dragon Lee at some point. I really do WWE is gonna push Dragon Lee. If not Dragon Lee, then give the title to El Grande Americano because he was on Monday Night Raw again, trying to act heel, yet instead people were cheering him, but yet they were still trying to act heelish. Yeah, he cut a babyface promo saying that he's gonna take down the OG Grande Americano and rip off his mask and hold it up as a souvenir. You know what? That's actually kind of a heel promo. I take that back completely. But yeah, I do have Dragon Lee dethroning Penta. Basically just in like an open challenge, or I hope so, or either just in a feud with each other, or just it happens on a Monday Night Raw or something. Uh, yeah, I know people probably would want Dominic to get the title back, but I think he's surpassed the IC title now. I really do think he could challenge for gold now against Roman. I don't know. Roman versus Dom would be fun. Honestly, it'd be fun. Judgment Day. If Judgment Day saw it Finn Balor and at its peak, ooh, it would have been fun. Would have been great, man. The next person is Rhea Bletty Ripley. And I don't know if you saw SmackDown. If not, you're missing out. I didn't. If you didn't see my video, I did a 10 bell salute that the mic did not pick up at all. And I ended up doing a 10 like and subscribes count. Uh, I have her being dethroned by JC Jane. WWE. After seeing what happened on SmackDown, how could you not have JC Jane dethrone Rhea? I'm just being honest. Because she was being booed out of the building. it wasn't go away heat. It was more of like, boo, we hate you, we don't like you. And for a woman who just debuted and all that, that is exactly what you want, especially if you're gonna portray a heel in this division. JC Jane, I hate to say it, people, but she's the future. It's hard to say that a woman is the future with women's wrestling because a lot of women in wrestling right now are barely in their 30s, early 30s, barely just hit 30 or not even in their 30s yet. So I hate to say it, but sooner or later, people aren't gonna say it that much. But I really do think women's wrestling is gonna take over the globe. I really do think women's wrestling is gonna take over a lot of men's stuff. It's gonna take over main events and all that sooner or later. WWE, when that happens, I know you're not gonna like it, but some of the women are gonna become so popular and all that that they're gonna take over the main event card. They're gonna take over PLEs, and it's gonna be a woman packed PLE instead of men. Now, I'm telling you, some of the women are more popular than your mid card division. Like, I'm serious. Like, if you didn't see my video, I stated it. If you didn't see it on my TikTok, my Instagram, my YouTube, it's all there, all available for you guys. Um, I'm serious. It's really hard to say who's the future of the company because the future is still there. The past is still present. Hell, even like a Trish Stratus still comes back and wrestles once in a great while. Even a Liv or a Lita, not a Liv. Liv is still there. Lita. Oh my God, there's a lot of names to remember with a lot of T's and L's. I'm serious. Uh, I've been yapping on this one. But yeah, JC Jane's gonna dethrone Rhea. Trust me. I'm calling it. Next woman up, I have Liv Morgan, who is our current champion. And again, I know it's still early. A lot of these champions are still early, considering we had a lot of title changes at WrestleMania, and WrestleMania is not was just last Saturday and Sunday. Um, but I have her being dethroned by Roxanne Perez. Now, if you watch Monday Night Raw, right before Liv and Roxanne had that gushing headbutt that Liv still has the mark of, if you'd seen it. I think Roxanne is working with Finn because Liv asked Roxanne, "What is your intentions here?" And you know that we turned on Finn, and Finn was the guy who brought you into Judgment Day. So what's your business with him now? And right as she was about to answer, Stephanie attacked Liv, and I don't think WWE. I think WWE did that on purpose. Well, of course they did, but trust me, I do think Roxanne's gonna turn on Liv. I was so close to putting Raquel, but I don't trust WWE for putting Raquel with the title. But if they do, and they choose Raquel to turn on Liv, and Raquel's the one that takes out Liv and wins the title, I would be happy with it. I've been a Raquel fan for a long time. I've been a long time Liv and Dom fan too. Ever since Dom came into the WWE back in 2021, I enjoyed his match with Seth at SummerSlam, and then I was a Liv fan since 2019. Uh, but yeah, that's my story basically. Is Liv Raquel's gonna work with Finn and turn on Liv, and win the title from her. Maybe even Raquel joins Roxanne. I don't know. You can't really split them up because they're just so openly open in like media with each other. Like Roxanne and or Raquel and Liv are just so openly like calling each other sisters and everything on media. So you can't really turn on them. But if you do were to turn on them, I don't. I always wondered like if you are best friends with someone and then on storyline you turn on them, or do you still talk to them in public, or do you so openly like praise them? Cause kayfabe is dead, so I always wondered like if like Kofi and CM Punk are openly open about how great friends they are. Like if CM Punk was to turn on Kofi, would CM Punk still talk about Kofi as so great as he is? I don't know. It's in the end of the day, it's a scripted show, a show that we all love. But I digress. Next up, we have the men's world heavyweight champion, and I'm gonna keep it real simple. WWE basically spoiled it. I have Roman Reigns being dethroned by Oba Femi. Oba Femi went on the post show, called out Roman Reigns, saying that he kind of basically, he literally called him out. And Roman said, "Let's see what you do all summer." And by that, I think WWE is gonna have Oba win the King of the Ring, uh, probably in dominating fashion. I don't know, but that literally is like, what's next for Oba? You already had him go to insane heights. Like I don't know what you do next for Oba, but I do think Oba is the guy to dethrone Roman Reigns. Even though there is that bloodline story going on, I don't think it goes on for that long. Uh, but yeah, I think Oba is the next big thing. Well, he did dethrone the guy whose whole slogan was "I'm the next big thing." So Oba basically took that mantle, right? Basically, Brock passed the torch. Basically, is that what you guys say? I don't know, but yeah, Oba's gonna dethrone Roman. It's gonna be insane. Yeah, probably at SummerSlam. Maybe WrestleMania. I don't know. I blabbed about the story of the Bloodline going to Roman versus The Rock, but if they don't do that, do Roman versus Oba at WrestleMania if you can, WWE. Trust me on this one. Then the last one, the last topic of the show, Cody Raheem Rhodes. Uh, Again, I'm gonna keep it simple because I know there's rumors of him being injured, but I don't think they are real. I think the reason he didn't show up on SmackDown was just I don't know why not. But I have Cody Rhodes being dethroned by Randy Orton. I almost put down Ricky Saints because they'd be pushing him. I'm sure a lot of people are waiting for that feud, Ricky versus Cody. It would be everyone's waiting for that. That's gonna be a phenomenal feud, and not just a phenomenal feud, a phenomenal match. Some might call it AJ Styles. All right. I let that joke float in the air. I wonder if anyone loved it. If not, I just look like an idiot. But I have Cody being losing to Randy. Randy Orton's gonna come back even more sadistic and crazy, listening to the voices. Uh, you know what my initial theory was before they had Pat McAfee, and I hope WWE fixes everything and says this. So Randy Orton says he's been listening to the voices and that the voices made him turn. I hope they say that the voices that made Randy Orton turn is us fans. Cause for a long time now, us fans been craving, been begging for Randy Orton to turn heel. And Randy Orton turns heel. He could have said it was us that made him turn heel. And then the voices are us because when he attacked Matt Cardona, and he went back, it was us fans in the crowd saying, again, one more time. They could lean on that story, WWE. Lean on to that story. That story would be a phenomenal story of us four for the first time ever. We're the bad guys, not the good guys, not the just fans anymore. We're the voices. We are the ones controlling the show. That would be a phenomenal story. Come on, WWE, you gotta give it to me. Give me the credit. I take all the credit for if WWE is that. Okay, my idea. I take the credit. You thank me. That's it. That's the video. Simple. Cody is gonna lose to Randy. Probably win the title back at some point. I don't know when. Uh, WWE loves making Cody lose just to chase the title back and win it back. I think we should go WWE 1 year without 1 or 2 years without Cody being champion. Like it's getting old. Like Roman was like towards the end. You're getting too repetitive. Like the video I just made yesterday. WWE needs to get out of the uncomfortable and or needs to get out of the comfortable and into the uncomfortable. We need new faces. We need new fresh stars, WWE. Okay? Cody can go and wrestle without the champion. Uh, Roman can wrestle without the champion. Push new stars. Make them win. Take some L's in your life, please. Instead of taking the L's at SummerSlams or WrestleManias, and when you do take the L's, you lose the titles. Please. That's today's video. Thank you. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. You're the GOAT. You're the GOAT. You're the GOAT. Make sure to spread love and goodbye. Say a nice thing to someone.